you got the tape? Hey, what's going on?
How are you? What's going on today?
Today is the big interview with my friend Rob at
How are you, Rob? How are you?
Indielove.ca. And we're pretty excited about it. And Paul, obviously, who's filming,
Hey, what's
gonna
up?
talk to. So we're gonna spend like 3 hours just shooting the shit, playing some great Canadian music,
Very.
and promoting our stuff that's coming up. Canadian Music Week in March, and 2 shows that are happening in February, and are recording for 2 new songs in January.
Sweet. I guess I'll,
And the end show, obviously.
Yes,
Sorry.
there you go. Throw that
the
in
end
there.
show was the last one. So.
All right.
Take it easy.
Forces are here hanging out with me
What's up?
What's up?
in the Toronto studio here at Indielove Radio.
Like this crazy train is going by so loud.
My question to you, Greg.
Yes.
Did you ever think after all these years of knowing each other that we would ever actually come to this point?
No, that's what I like about life, because you never know what you could,
That's it.
unexpected.
Life is a box of chocolates.
Yes, it is a box of chocolate.
It is.
Good ref for brownie points for
It
you.
is. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I'm excited, Rob, because it's now our time to hang out and
It is.
do some serious business here. So I like
And
it.
ever since I've known you, you've always been involved in music. You know,
Mhm.
I used to hang out with you when you were in the other band.
It's okay.
No. You know what? The other guys in your band were absolutely great people.
Yes.
You'll probably never ever forget that time that we got shirts made up that said your bass player sucked.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that later. In the mystery hour.
Well, I did ask you the question on the way down because what my curiosity to you was because of the different styles in music compared
Oh, yeah,
to the
that was
first
great.
band I got to know you through, and now Forces, and the fact that to me for you it's something completely different, but for
Yeah.
you it's good because
yeah,
you've
yeah.
always been about music. You
Wanna
should be
be-
you should be getting your
yeah.
diploma from HMV any year now. What is it?
Rob's the best.
What
You're
is it?
retiring in
What
5 years, aren't you?
It's
A pin and a pen at 15?
I have no idea, I don't know. All I know is that I got a job there because I was hanging out there all the time anyway, waiting for new releases to come out. Yo, is this record in, man? Is this record in? Yo, guy, I need to have it. And then, like, all of a sudden, boom, I got a job there. So,
That's fantastic.
yes.
Oh, there it is.
And been promoting, independent music
That's
since
it.
then.
That's it.
I was the only one that promoted emo and hardcore and punk rock as separate, and I actually got sections made, and we were the only one in Canada that had those sections.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like your love for music was one of the reasons why we decided to go forth with having you in the band. I mean,
No, I agree.
I mean, it wasn't only our decision. I know that you had part in taking that decision as well. But I mean, when it came down to the crunch, it was like who can we look for in a drummer? It was when we saw your YouTube videos. They were fantastic and different and innovative. So. And you played various different styles of music, and
Yeah,
you made that a strong point
Oh, yeah.
that you can play pretty much anything. So
you guys are having like a lovely moment right
It
now.
is. It is.
This is awkward.
I'm trying as
Is
hard
it
as I
awkward?
can to try and be as professional.
Hey
as
Matt, I'm gonna wink at you, Matt.
But it was
Yes. It worked out for the best.
It did. I mean, when we were in a hiatus, when we were down a drummer, I mean, you stepped up to the plate and you helped us out. And it was great.
For sure.
And then ever since then, it's just been chemistry.
Do you think
Been married
Do you
since.
think, Rob, from my background, knowing my background in music, from the hardcore scene and the metal scene and all that kind of stuff, that the stuff I'm playing now in this band is a tad different or sort of up my alley? Would you say?
I think for you, being the person you are, and the fact that I can honestly say through all, I'd say we've known each other a good 10 years now.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That's a long time now.
Oh.
I'm thinking about like, wow, me and Rob go back here a long time.
That's a lot.
my biggest conception to you is the fact that you've always stayed true to yourself, to all your friends, to your fans, and the fact that you used to even self-promote when you were outside of a band. So for you, I'm happy for you.
Oh, I appreciate
that you're
Thank you.
doing something that you still love and enjoy, and that's playing drums,
That's what I
but
do.
also making music. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
I remember very briefly, but when I first got to know you, and you went up and down about this song Caboose by Snapcase, you gotta listen to it, man, it's so good. I do this part at the beginning of one of our songs, and it's just, and I went, what is this guy talking about? And of course, back then, it wasn't about YouTube. It wasn't about the big...
No,
maybe,
it wasn't.
Maybe MySpace was kind of flirting with disaster back then. Like, oh, we might come out. Facebook was non-existent.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that if I hadn't known you as being the guy that also worked at H&B, I wouldn't have gotten into a lot of the music that you did get me into.
No, which is
Grade right
great.
there.
Yeah.
I remember going to Edgefest and going, I gotta go see Grade. They're on a side stage. My buddy Greg told me about them, and I went over and I went, this is different.
Yeah,
And it was
exactly.
good different.
Oh,
you know?
oh my God, yeah.
I mean, when the breakup happened, everyone's like, what the heck is Silverstein, you know?
Hey, guys, because of my
At
friends,
the time,
man.
at the time,
Yeah.
it was a little bit different because Grade did set a standard in
Yes, they
Ontario.
did. 100%.
you know, so-
100%. I mean, and that was the best thing about Grade is that they took stuff from the hardcore scene, which is like, you know, youthcore and a tad of like new school stuff, and they combined it with all this emotional punk rock type stuff, and it made that stamp. You know, Canadian came up with that music. Screamo is invented by Canadians, but in Burlington, and Grade was that band.
Attaboys.
And it was you know, every band that does that music owes their livelihood to Grade.
I'd like to thank Great, by the way.
There you
Just
go.
thought I'd throw that
It's
in
true,
there.
man. 100%.
Out of curiosity,
Sure,
just
sure.
because of the fact that you only just got your G1 now, how is it you've been trekking your rig around?
You know what? That's the funny thing is that when you're Ferris Bueller, Ferris Bueller got, you know,
Yeah.
chucked around everywhere because maybe he was Ferris Bueller. Maybe that's what I am. I'm Ferris Bueller.
No, actually, we have, I think, the most of the part.
I just suckered everybody into doing it for
you
all
sucker
these
everybody
years.
into it.
No, man.
You know, I
was
just
just
want to
wondering,
personally,
man.
I want to personally say thank you to Andrew for lugging his
Yes,
shit.
actually, yeah.
his shit
My
around.
other guitar player, he's awesome. He's got a big van and he helps me out anytime he can. So,
Cool.
and I provide him the entertainment because I'm the entertainment.
Yes, you will.
Come on!
Screw-
I will retract my
Screw
last.
slap fight number 2. Let's have a knife party. All right, so push.
Next starts.
And what's the next
And
one?
let's do Revolution.
There you go.
Revolution. Were you guys happy with the final product?
100%.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Yes, Greg Dawson.
Greg
is the shit.
Dawson.
We'll get back to
is
that after.
The man.
We'll talk
We
about
will,
Greg
yeah,
Dawson.
we will definitely talk about BWC Studios when we get back.
Nice. So here's one I'm sending out to G Money because I know he's gonna have a man crush on this.
What? Let's give me more
This
metal.
is Mirrors by Authors who are here in December. I don't know if they have any dates coming up, but they do play Sneaky D's a lot.
Whoa, why are we not on their bill?
We gotta get on that.
I'll have to call them.
Okay, cool.
All right, and then we got Portrait by Farewell to Freeway, and
Nice.
then a double shot of Forces Inside Your Mouth.
Oh my god, it wasn't